All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to day 8 of the Rankin Technical College online AWD 1000 Web Development Technologies class for fall 2023. Today, you were sent this morning, and I'm going to go over it with you in a couple minutes, the chapters 1 through 7 pretest. I am going to go over the pretest with you for 10 minutes to 15 minutes. Afterwards, I'm going to stop taping and I will produce that tape and put it out there by 8:30 or so. And then starting again at 10 o'clock, I'm going to go over the pretest. All right, starting right at 10 o'clock. Tomorrow will be a lab period. As it says that with it being a lab period, there will be no taping. There will be no emails or anything sent. It's just time for you to work on the written labs or the written tests, the labs, and the homework. Now, because a couple people have asked me, I just did want to mention, all right, if you did what I suggested at the beginning of the semester, if you created 4 different GitHub repositories, you must send me an invite to each repository. You can't just send me an invite for one. The only way I can grade everything is to get an invite for each repository. If you decide you just want one big repository in which you're going to put your written tests, your labs, your homework, and your hands-on test, that's okay. Then you only have to send me one invite. All right. Next Monday, students will take the hands-on test number 2. So that will be emailed to you by 7 a.m. next Monday, and from about 8:05 till 8:20 next Monday, we will go over that. All right. And the rest of the period will be lab. Of course, it'll be due by midnight that night. Then on Tuesday of next week, we're going to go over chapter 8. That's on responsive web design. We're going to really slow it down. We're going to go over chapter 8 and do the Halloween exercise for chapter 8. Then if there's any time left, if there's no time left, fine. And if there is time left, we're going to actually start to write our first website as a class. And we're going to write it and we're going to make it a responsive website. It's going to be a code along. You won't have to turn it in, but I would strongly suggest that you code along with me. All right. So your chapters 1 through 3 tests, all that stuff was due this past Monday. I'm going to be grading all weekend. And your chapters 4 through 7 written tests, labs, and homework are due by midnight this Sunday. So with that said, let's take a look at the pretest. There it is. So first, make a copy of your first hands-on tests and its content. Call this folder pretest. Well, I've already got out here. Here is my first hands-on test. So I'm just going to drag it out here onto the desktop, copy, make a copy, and I'm going to change the name of it to pretest. Again, you don't have to turn this in. This is something for you to use as a study aid or whatever you want to call it. So there's the pretest, and if I bring it up, all right, so there is the home page. There is the resume page. There is the portfolio page. There is the coursework page. And there is the contact page. So that's what it looks like right now. All right. Then you are supposed to go in and make the following changes. So for each page, you should have a header at the top of the page. All right. And what we're going to do is we're going to move basically the navigation bar that you had at the bottom of the page, we're going to move it up to the top. In addition, we're going to create a logo. All it has to have is your initials on it. I gave you, you can use this or anything else you want. The menu will be horizontal. It'll have no bullets. And as it says, we'll give this a non-white background and then a darker text color. So you'll have that on each page. That's at the top. On the bottom of each page, you will have a footer. that will have a copyright line, ampersand 2023 with your name, not YOURNAME, but your actual name. You will use the ampersand copy, which is known as an HTML character entity, to insert the copyright symbol. Center the copyright line, make it 60% of its normal size. Give the footer, again, some kind of a light colored background. Make the footer text black. Now, on the home page, I'm asking you to come in here and create a Jumbotron. And you might say, I don't know what that even is. I gave you a link. It literally, you can copy the code right from the link. There's not a lot of work that you're going to have to do that. All right. Set the text color for the Jumbotron to a light color and put some garbage text in there. Now I said add some garbage text in a dark color. No, make the text color, either dark or light, and make the background either dark or light. That's what I'm saying here. All right. So, all right, text light color, background dark color. All right. Under the Jumbotron, add a few paragraphs of garbage text. Make sure you put a tell link in there, and I gave you a URL you can use, and a geo link in there, and I gave you a URL you can use. I'm just asking you to try these things. All right. On the resume page, try to see if you can actually make a resume for yourself. You're going to have to make a resume eventually anyway. Save that resume as a PDF file. If you don't know how to do that, if you've got a package on your machine like Microsoft Word here, I could take this document right here that I've got, which is a Word document, and I could do a file, save as, and I could, right up here, I could go and change it to PDF. And then it would save it as a PDF file. All right, so I click save. And now I've got it saved both. Now that's a PDF right there. All right. So I've got it both as a PDF and as a Word document. All right. On the portfolio page, I'm asking you to try to do something here. Take screenshots of 3 different websites. They can be yours if you've ever done any. You could just take pictures off the internet and then show these images one after the other. Try to use a columnar format that we just talked about. Under each image, add some garbage text. All right, on the coursework page, repeat what you did on the portfolio page. So basically, they're going to look very similar. Have different images on there and a little bit of different text, just so you get an idea of how to do this. Then finally, on the contact page, add a mail to link. All right. Now, I'm going to ask that you go out and literally you can grab this code right here and paste it onto your page. That'll create a really, really, really simple form. And then I'm asking you to try to come in here and add one more field to that form. And if you think that's too hard, then don't do it. All right, but we will go over that as a class. Finally, again, when you're all finished, and you're going to have to do this again anyway for your test, validate all of your HTML code with screenshots, validate your CSS code, and give me a screenshot, because it's only one page, of that. All right. So I will be online at 10 o'clock. I'm going to come back on, but I will be online until then. Okay. And if you've got questions, feel free to email me during that time. All right. Other than that, I will see you again at 10 a.m. So in an hour and 45 minutes, if you come back, I'm going to create this test for you. All right. Right before your very eyes. I'll talk to you then. Thanks.